Hello, my name is Eric. I got a lot on my mind. I'm feeling really good today. Had a bad couple of days as far as feeling. I felt like I was really in the flesh, but when I was speaking, I noticed that I had the Holy Spirit in me still, which is very weird because I just felt, you know. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Taco Bell. That's where I'm going right now. No, I'm gonna walk around. I want this to be a 1 hour, 20-minute video, and then I'll go to Taco Bell. That's what it was. Taco Bell, then I'll get a happy hour drink, which is a medium for like $1.50 or something, $1.40. And I'll save $1. If you get the bigger one for $3. Anyways, you just keep refilling it and then you leave with a medium instead of leaving with a large. So, but I'm gonna be I don't have a car, so I'm gonna be walking home. So I get to carry a medium too. That's the plan anyway. I love this life so much. I used to be a little baby. And then I grew up. I've always been an amazing, awesome person until about middle school. Wow. Am I really gonna say that? I'm gonna look for a sign because I don't know if I should say this. 120, 122. James 120, Romans 120 is God exists, obviously. James 122 is be doers of the word, not hearers only. Okay, 3:5, trust in God. No. Okay, got it. No stopping anytime. No U-turn. Okay. No U-turn. So, okay, so don't say that. Okay. Hello, sir. Hey.
Hi.
Do you know where Taco Bell is from here?
Hey.
Do you know where Taco Bell is?
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
The next light to the left.
Go there and then take a left?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Light.
You're a very nice man.
Thanks.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Bible verse? What's your favorite Bible verse?
Um,
Do you know any Bible verses? What's the definition of repentance?
but I don't read too much Bible. But
Oh.
because my Spanish, that's my
Okay.
my language.
Jesus, Jesus Cristo,
Yeah.
raised from the dead.
Yes.
Praise
At
God.
Thursday.
Praise Jesus.
At
Have you been
Thursday.
water baptized?
Yes.
Have you been baptized?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Have a nice one.
Gracias. I took Spanish 1. My least favorite person to evangelize to is people of different language, which is ironic because I have the gift of tongues. But my gift of tongues is a little bit different. I say one thing and I mean 35 different things, and it changes over time. Like the next week, the word changes, which is kind of why I use the word not. I'm Doc from Seven Dwarfs, and we're all gonna make fun of the mainstream media together because Trump uses sarcasm more than any president ever has, and he doesn't use it nearly enough. And the Pope is incapable of using it. The prophets are incapable of using it, except for me. And there are some very low-level Latter-day Saints, for example, who can use it, but it's very, very rare. So I'm going to be one of the only high-end, because I expect to be high-end at one point in the future. I had an interesting comment today. Don't be a coward, because anyone can run for president with the spirit that I have in me right now, or especially a couple months ago. It doesn't take much, especially if you have my Bible knowledge and whatever their specialty is. Because for me, I have some specialties over here, and I'm really stupid in certain areas, like plumbing, just weird stuff that I don't think I'll need to be president. President, it's more about cameras, talking to large groups, claiming that you're going to save the country, and then building up campaign support. And also there's an art to flip-flopping on all your positions, unless you want to be a very strange Ron Paul type, which there's only one Ron Paul, really. I guess there's Rand Paul, who has flipped on more things than Ron Paul, but not that many things. He's a hard Republican libertarian, but one of the things that makes me sick in life is politics, and I think it's a bunch of sickos in there, power hungry. They all think they have all this more power than they have, and they all think that, because they signed a bill, like they were one of the people that signed it, so they think that they control the world. And there's some truth to that, but the truth is so little. It's such a small little piece, like that kind of brings it up to me. It's kind of like saying, well, you joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for the Book of Mormon, right? It's like, well, no, it was for the baptism. Mostly. I did read 2/3 of the Book of Mormon. But if the Book of Mormon didn't exist, and it was just a bunch of prophets that claimed to know God, and I had Sister Tiawa and Sister Poulter, and I had their prayers and my prayers and the Bible that said get baptized, and then they said, oh, by the way, Joey went out back and got the priesthood keys from JB from the sky, so our baptism's a little bit better than everybody else, I would have absolutely joined just as much. I didn't need the Book of Mormon, but it's like, okay, it's another testament. This means he was a prophet. It's like, okay, I already thought he was a prophet. It doesn't matter. I don't need the Book of Mormon to know people are prophets. It's like, is this our best guy? Like, if I was surrounded by a bunch of Pharisees, really? No. Yeah, so I have, sorry. This is a really big sin. Ooh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Huh? I just had a weird thought to go up there, go on the bridge, and jump off the bridge. But because I'm on video, that's not going to happen. And also, I have intrusive thoughts turned off. I've saved all, really. Listen. This is what God needs to understand. Just because I do something weird and I put my hand up like this or something like this, it seems like an intrusive thought to give the telescope. It's called the telescope. It's a move I'm working on. It's called the AOK. Just because I do that, it doesn't necessarily mean that I was influenced by an intrusive thought. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Now, it could mean that. And that's where the mystery is. But I want God to know this, okay? I want God and the gods to know this. It's not just the intrusive thoughts. It's not just the arrows from the supernatural realm that are being fired at me that carry a message that's very strange. It's not just that. It's me. I'm a weird person. Capital W, lowercase w. Read between the lines. I'm a weird person. All right? One way. Do you believe that? Do you believe there's only one way? John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Well, you want to know the real answer? If I had to pick between yes and no, I would say yes. Okay. Oh, here comes the but. But there's a silver medal too. And there's a bronze medal over here. What do I mean by that? Let's just say, let's put God way up here and let's spread across a massive plain and big mansions pop up based on your works and your deeds. And let's say we're all Christians here. Let's put 25 billion Christians. This is gonna sound arrogant, but let's just say, look, there's hundreds of billions of Christians, let's say, but I'm in the 144,000. And Lance told me the other day I might be. I'm 34 years old. I know all these Bible verses. The first day I met him, he says, you've never known a woman. 144,000. Okay. In this plane of a billion, let's say there's 144 billion. Let's make it really easy. 144,000 billion Christians. And there's 144,000 planets. And on each planet, there's one of the 144,000 from this Earth that went out there, okay? That guy has a special mansion. Now, God's way up north, and these are all the planets now. You see them? 144,000 planets, a billion Christians on each planet. So it's 144,000 billion. I got a mansion. It's a nice mansion. It's the best mansion in the whole planet. And I'm about, where do I rank in the 144,000? Doesn't matter, but somewhere in the middle, but I'm number one on the planet. And I got this nice mansion. Now, there's tons of other mansions, and some of them are slightly better than me in certain ways. Some of them are more poppin' in certain ways. But if you had to pick the best mansion, the best crib on the planet, it would be me. Pause. Really? Hello. Are you a Christian? Are you 4'11"? How tall are you? 4 feet 11 inches? How tall are you?
My
Your height?
very short. I am a petite.
5 foot?
Petite, yeah.
Very petite. Are you a Christian?
Sister.
Do you know the Lord? Do you know God?
What are
Are you a Christian?
Sister.
A Christian?
Christian? Oh, a Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Today is the Ask Sunday.
What's your favorite Bible verse? What's your favorite Bible verse?
Oh, I know. I have few Bibles in the house. 128, 800.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, have a nice day.
Where are you from?
I'm from Livermore. I'm from here.
Yeah, but what church are you?
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Have a nice day.
and then you talk.
I evangelize. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But if they speak a different language, or they speak very quietly, or they don't understand what I'm saying, it gets very frustrating for me, so I have to leave them,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But,
But my language is Spanish.
oh, you are Spanish?
I am from Spain, yeah.
Sí. See,
Okay, well.
Jesus Christo is Lord. He is Lord and Savior. He came down, he died for us, and he's better than that. He's better than the atonement. He lived a sinless life, and we worship him because he's worship worthy, not just because he died for us on the cross, but because he contains the infinite attributes of God.
Okay.
Amen.
So you know what day is today?
Today is,
Let me see. You are no Catholic.
oh,
You can be Christian but no Catholic.
oh yeah,
Catholic, they can be because it's the
Okay.
It's the Ash Wednesday.
ah,
Ash Wednesday, and they tell you
okay,
you will become dust.
okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. She looked like she was 4'11" or 5 foot, or possibly 5'1", but probably 4'11". Very, very short. She's walking with a walker. Very old woman. Very old woman. But that's the thing with Spanish. It's just, I love talking to people, just not if they have a different language. That's the worst, man. Because now you can't even get to the second. You obviously can't get to the second meaning if you can't get any words out that make any sense. But when I run for president, a lot of what I say will sound like Spanish to people. Maybe not, actually. Well, it's just, depends what you mean by that. You know, I do want to say this, and I want to get this out there, and I want to make this known. There are people who are going to understand me perfectly, and they're going to go back and watch my videos. They're going to watch the depths of my videos, and they're not going to clip it out of context, and they are going to ask me questions, and they are going to not even ask set up questions, just ask, like, actually, what do you believe? Actually, what do you think? Actually, who are you? This, and then they're going to get to the bottom of it, and they're going to have perfect clarity, and then they're going to hate me. And that's something that Andrew Tate doesn't understand. Andrew Tate just assumes that everyone misunderstands him and misunderstands him. That's not true. Yes, the first day I was scrolling through TikTok. He had taken over, not TikTok, YouTube Shorts. He had taken it over. Wicked. I don't like him. I hate him. Oh, I turn off the phone. It was icky. It was gross. I go to sleep. I'm just kind of mad and pissed. And I go to war with certain venial sins more than the big mortal sins, because everyone hates those big mortal ones. Now, some mortal ones, they don't. And I would love to bash pride, but I can't, because I could. I can't. It's just too hypocritical. I could try it. I know God doesn't like it. Just let somebody else bash pride, but someone needs to bash it. But it's like, I don't know. We need more tax collectors in our church, by the way. Sometimes the baptismal interview is like, are you a bad person? You are. Well, then you're not going to like this church. That's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. And we could use those people, because we skip over Luke 18 on purpose when we read the Bible as Latter-day Saints. We don't want to read that. And it's from Jesus too. Like sometimes when Paul says something, it's like, oh, it's just Paul. Even though he's hit right on the nose. It says, I'll get to it later. That's what I mean by that. It's like, oh, it's just one of those prophets. There's only a 95% chance he's right. But with Jesus, it's like, it's 100%. The question is, how deep is this, really? How far does that rabbit hole go? Hopefully not that far. That's the Jesus one. But with Paul, you can almost, there's a 5% chance he's actually just wrong. Great. Or 1% at least. Even potentially with the modern day prophets, but not so much, not as much with them. Like with me, you have multiple outs. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe the Bible doesn't mean that. Maybe he's being sarcastic. Maybe he's joking. But with Bednar, it's like, ooh, maybe he's wrong, but probably not. And if not, I have to change my life. That sucks to be you. Well, then you shouldn't have listened to Bednar. You should have went right to Uchtdorf and just listened to Uchtdorf and skipped the Bednar talks. That's on you. You knew Bednar said something last time that you didn't like. 7:22. That's exactly right. You don't believe me? I'll show you right now. Look at that. Unbelievable. Scariest verses all in Scripture. Matthew 7:21-23. But Lord, did we not believe in the one true church on earth? But Lord, all my patriarchal blessings came to pass. That's crazy. Damn. Patriarchal blessings coming to pass is actually a really good sign. I've only read one line of it, and I was told to stop reading it, so I stopped. Actually, I was told to stop, I was told to read one line of it. I was told to stop reading it, and then I've had it since whatever that was, September. And I had a dream that it was all true. I just need to time and place, wait for it. But it was his 100th blessing. I was the first triple digit blessing. And it was long, very long. Very long. Anyways. I want to go an hour, 22 minutes, or when the camera dies. I don't know if the camera will die, though. I'm enjoying this life a lot. Really? No. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. Sorry. I don't want to go back there. I really don't want to. Sorry. I guess we're going back there. If I was surrounded in a room of Pharisees, would I be able to know who's a follower of Christ and who's wicked? Spoiler alert, they're all wicked and they're all... The answer is yes, but in the past, no. I went to a men's retreat, and those are usually great. I mean, how many people can say, oh, I went to a men's retreat and they're all lost and they're all wicked and lost and I was just on another level. How many people can say that? But that's how I was, and I got there and I'm thinking, all right, it's like I'm at the top of the mountain eating snow and some guy in the middle of the mountain is here to preach to the guys at the bottom of the mountain. And it's me and these like two other guys are like way at the top of the mountain. And we're just like, what's going on? And the speaker was on fire for Christ compared to the people at the bottom of the mountain, as you would expect. Because people at the bottom of the mountain are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could climb that high. Oh, you did that. Oh, and they're like worshiping this guy, or these two guys. And these guys are L7 weenies. But they are, Genuine is just flesh, both of them. And they're kind of, and the guy on the left is way more in the flesh than the guy on the right. It's like different levels of flesh here. But they're both, you know, Protestant, wicked, and you know, their theology lets them indulge in the flesh because they're not, like I said, they're in the middle of the mountain. They don't have the high mountain maintenance. And the Holy Spirit starts demanding more and more as you go up the mountain, just like when you climb Everest. When you get to the top, you need to start putting on a mask just to breathe. It just gets harder and harder as you go up there. There's levels. People's like, oh, the Masons believe in levels, and like this other religion believes in levels, and that one believes in levels. Therefore, and I don't like those religions, so there must be no levels. Really? I don't think it works like that. You don't like that religion, so there's no levels? What? It reminds me of my cousin, actually. She's like, oh my gosh, we believe something that the Masons believe. Or the Masons kind of believe that. And I studied the Masons, and I don't like Masons. And Joseph Smith was a Freemason, or a stonemason, Freemason. Okay, listen. Calm down. Thank you. There's levels, whether you like it or not. Levels exist. It blows my mind that I have to say this, you guys. There's levels in life and in the afterlife, and there's levels in the supernatural. There's levels of gods. Yes, I said it. And even if there's one God, there's infinite levels in God. Okay, you guys should know this. This is basic Christian philosophy, you guys. Levels, yes. And when you marry someone, it's a combination of what level are they on, what level are you on, what level do you want to go to, and how fast do you want to go there. Those are important. Those are questions that are important as any other question. And that's why it's so important to be equally yoked. Same religion, you're going on the same mountain, covenant path. Does that make sense? It's like, I post on Facebook, it's like, yeah, I'll marry any girl that's awesome. That's LDS. I know it cuts off 99.8% of the girls, but hey, if you have more Bible verses memorized than me, then you don't have to be LDS. How about that? There you go. Because then, well, come. You might be a red Holy Ghost, but you're a big red Holy Ghost. The problem, if a girl actually had more Bible verses memorized than me, she either has autism, which would be great, by the way. That would be actually the best case scenario. Or some memory dysfunction, which would be also would be fine. But also the other one is she just has entire books memorized. Like this guy Lance, he has the 10 chapters of Romans. And I said, well, technically, I've always wanted to get on my hands and knees and worship someone for scripture mastery, and I get to do it, and I did it playfully. But it's just not the same. How much value is there to memorizing the first 10 books of Romans? Let's give it a numerical value of 100. Well, would you have that, or would you rather have 75 banger verses? Just different books, best, 75. I take the 75. Like, the book of Romans, you haven't memorized the whole thing. It's like, so many of those verses are just worthless. Verses, filler words, and setups for the real thing, and the whole message is just the Protestant gospel in a nutshell. And yeah, it's good. I would rather have that than $12,000. I'd rather have 10 chapters of Romans memorized than 12 grand. Is that true? Let me think. Definitely 12 chapters of John. Romans just happens to be my least favorite book in the Bible, so that's why it's actually close. Romans makes me want to throw up, actually. Oh my gosh. I guess the first thing comes, I want to just take the money and light it on fire. I just want to take the money and just ship that cheese to Uganda. Yeah, I would just, of course, I'd take the money and then I'd spend a month or two memorizing the Book of Romans, I guess. 12,000 is just too much. I could just spend a month, 12,000 a month to memorize Romans. I could do it generically. Well, that was a fail thought experiment. Okay. Well, that made me look bad. Maybe. I don't know. So, where am I? Anyways, different mountain. There's levels. Mountains, levels. Okay, so I'm at this men's retreat. Middle mountain. Guy on the left is big time in the flesh. You know, looking at things that you shouldn't look at on the internet. And the guy on the right is too, but he's not as into it. But they're both into it. And there's naked women on the internet. Is the idea there. Maybe not. 56% of pastors indulge in internet pornography, and they have a theology that lets them do it, or whatever, or they, I don't know. It's kind of like, people are gonna hate me for this, and I'm gonna have a lot of moments like that as president. It's like I'm going to say something, and then it's like, stick to the script, Eric. And it's like, well, they're all gonna hate me. It's like, yeah, they will, but not for this. But this is the one that I think they're gonna hate me for. Well, that's the test then, isn't it? I'll just say it. If you're rich, you read Matthew 19 and you say, great, anyone who's rich is going to hell. Yeah, but that's talking about idolatry. If you're not rich, you say, I think it's talking about being rich. I think it's talking about riches. Maybe it's talking about idolatry, but I think it's talking about being rich. But I'll just say what it says. Rich, if you're rich. Because there's nothing to gain. There's nothing to gain from going down the idolatry rabbit hole. It doesn't make any sense. By the way, there was this guy, he had $338 million. Went to heaven for one day. A heaven. Like I said, there's levels. He went to one of those, you know, high, mid, low, quasi-tier core levels. And he just takes some of this. Oh, wow. That's cool. Flowers. And then they said, no, now you got to go back. He says, no. He says, yes. No, yes. Push. And then, poof. Now he's here. He's like, drink some water, praise. Oh, I'm back. What does he do? Within one day, gives away all of his money. Gone. Simple. Gone. Well, that was quick. A lot of people who see the other side, they have an advantage. But they also have, don't mess that one up. I've never heard of someone who saw heaven, came back, and then they screwed it up. I've never heard that. But I can only imagine what it would be like. They usually get the love message. Tell them that the only thing that matters is love. Love is the only thing that matters. Love. And that's what I'm going to preach as president. And I wanted to say this, and I have said this. It's one of the few things I've said 3 times in the same week that I'm okay with saying it a 4th time. And I don't fully believe this yet, but I will. I love human beings more than holy books. I love sisters more than scriptures. I love elders more than scriptures. I love human beings more than scriptures. I love God's children more than God's books. Now, do I actually believe that? Well, you'll know them by their what? Works. If I only had 7 Bible verses memorized, I would say, you know what? I do love my dad more than the Bible. if I actually love the Bible, I would have 100 verses memorized, but I only have 7. I can't say that. I have 350 Bible verses. So the question is, do I love my dad more than the 350 verse? And the answer is no. My dad asked me to clean the house. I didn't do that. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm just so, I guess you could say, selfish. And the Bible, it just benefits me and brings me closer to God. I love God so much more than the Bible. The Bible is like, I would light the Bible on fire 100 million times over. Oh. But again, I have a much higher view of God than really anyone I've ever talked to. And the Catholic Church recently vomited mom's spaghetti on the ground, and I was like, oh my gosh. I see. I get it now. You guys aren't even worshiping the right God. No wonder why you guys are miserable. Like, you guys are worshiping something, like a God. It's like I guess you could say the wheel on a throne that a purple mouse is sitting on. They're not even worshiping the purple mouse. They're worshiping the wheel of the throne represented, and then the mouse. It's just really sad, theologically at least. Now, some of their members go to God and they say, "Oh, my religion is stupid," or they have their right brain turned off. God has blessed me with a bigger right brain than everyone else, which kind of pisses me off because it's like, oh no, oh my gosh, everyone's stupid, oh my gosh. And most people don't have that. Alec Trebek, he was a different kind of smart for sure, but he was more massive left brain, probably average right brain. But like, I would beat him in Tetris one-handed because my right brain and stuff, and because I play the game. But even if I didn't play the game, I would beat him at Tetris. But he's really smart. Yeah, but he's left brain dominant. He's the knowledge guy, but he cannot stand stupid people. So he just talks to Jeopardy contestants who are much smarter. Left brain. And right brain is more music and I don't know, humor and stuff, art and stuff. And the left brain is more logic and reasoning. I have a massive left and right brain. I've just always had a small heart. And the heart, and because I have a small heart, I'm not going to be judged very harshly. I almost have a psychopathic, sociopathic relationship with others. It's like, I know you guys are there, but I don't think you guys are like human. Like, I don't really, like, I see you guys as kind of almost like, well, it's just, you know, in middle school, or I think it was high school, I had a cell phone and I texted CJ. I said, bro, something just crazy just happened to me. He's like, what? I said, I just cared about what somebody else thought of me. And I need this to go away because it happened. It was like, I genuinely cared what they thought of me and stuff. Like, genuinely. And he just said, LOL, you've never cared about what others think of you. And I don't know if that was a diss or if it was a compliment or if it was both. And I'm leaning towards both. Because that's good if you don't care what other people think about you, but it's also very, very bad. But I am on the autism spectrum. I am autistic. Not full autistic. I have what's called Asperger's, which is middle, little bit. It's right. I guess you could say middle wing, right wing. No, left wing. On a big spectrum, I'd say I'm middle left. So I got all the good parts of it, but none of the bad. But I don't have the extreme good. Like someone with actual autism has all my superpowers times 2 or times 3 or times 4 or even times 10. But then they have all these downsides that just crush them. I don't have those downsides nearly as much. I just have it like they're 5x up and 50x down. I'm 1x and like 5x down. So I have a little bit of what they have. And an autistic person like really doesn't, he's so, I guess you could say, busy with his own, managing his own resources, that he doesn't really think about other people that in the true emotional sense. And I have that, but not as much as them. Like if I see someone like crying and weeping and crying, I don't really care, but I do. And I also see, okay, something's going on there. But an autistic person really doesn't, right? But most people, they can just feel what they're feeling, and, you know, which would be cool if I had that. And if I actually cared, you know, it's like what people think and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing with being weird. It's like, but other people say, man, that guy's a freaking jerk. That guy's a freaking, I hate that guy. You know, and then they say, oh, you do? And then they say, yeah, I wouldn't want to be you. That would suck to be you. And then they find out, oh, he has all these superpowers, and he's really good at bowling, and he's really good at Tetris, and he has all these gifts and stuff. So I guess it wouldn't be that bad. But it would suck to have a small heart, because most people, especially righteous women, have these massive hearts that it's just like, whoa. And that's why I tremble around the really, really righteous women, because I have so much holy envy for their hearts and their feminine holiness, which is rare. If every woman on earth was like super holy, and then they had different levels of hearts, I probably wouldn't value the super holy righteous ones when I saw them. But like the reason why I loved Paige Zollinger and Kelly Goldsberry and Alexandra Harker, even though I never talked to Alex Harker, is, and to a lesser extent Peyton Disbrow. Peyton Disbrow is the what's after bronze, silver, gold, bronze. She is 4th place, but when you're 4th out of 4, it feels like you're a witch. But she was better than everybody else. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's just, she's not that good compared to those other 3 girls. Sorry, it's weird because I feel the sinking feeling when I insult people, especially women. And the reality is, people are usually just like, wow, that was amazing, because people aren't usually that real and authentic. And that was something cool about Trump, is he would like name drop and like throw people under the bus. And actually, oh, I don't want to say that. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay. It's like, okay. Anyways. Well, now I have to. So there's M4224. So that ends the argument and the debate there. So I'm on a script, and sometimes this stuff comes in, and some of what I say comes from God, some of what I say comes from Christ, some of what I say comes from angels, some of what I say comes from man, and some of what I say comes from the Holy Spirit. And you guys must, it's a game that my listeners must play. Who's saying what at what time? And when I become president candidate, I want to be able to let multiple speakers speak through me. And I want to also throw in what I consider to be me acting or pretending. That way, sometimes people will think I'm pretending. It was funny, when I was in the hospital for 6 months, about 2 months in, I was like, wait, I could just say I was pretending. And I was just acting, and then they'll let me out. And then I was also thinking maybe I was acting these last 2 months. It's pretty crazy, huh? And then I thought I was on the news. I remember thinking, I thought I was on the news before I even went to the hospital, and I was like, okay, I'm on the news. And then I looked at those magazines. I was like, I'm in these magazines. And my right brain is freaking out. I have a purple haze in my brain. I saw a schizophrenic chart, and it was like, here's a normal brain, and here's a brain on schizophrenia, and the schizophrenia one was full-blown purple, and it was like, it was massive and huge, but it was just pure purple. And there's like, and regular brains only have a tiny bit of purple. And like, if you look at someone like, well, anyways, I know I have to, I know. But sometimes, okay, sorry, okay, sorry, okay, sorry. Well, okay. Okay. Eminem. EM42. See? I said it. Name drop. 42 is Psalm 42, which is LOL, laughing out loud. So Eminem 42 is laughing out loud, which is God's way of telling me, yes, say it, it's funny, it's a good story. And I was like, okay. But I didn't want to say it because I don't like Eminem because he's wicked. Marshall Mathers, very wicked. I didn't want to bring him up. And then I was like negotiating. I was like, no, I don't want to say this. Anyway, he had a song called Real Slim Shady. And he said something about Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. And no one's thinking about them when he name drops them. Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. All you're thinking is, you're thinking of the music. Oh, that rhymed. Switch me chair. Christina Aguilera. It was like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears switch me chairs. Something about sit me next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst. I don't know who those people are at all. And argue about who they gave head to first. Right? So that's Eminem name dropping in the middle of a really popular song with hundreds of millions of views. So Britney Spears is thinking, oh my gosh, he just called me out to 100 million people. What? I mean, yes and no, but like I barely even thought of it. And it's like, and it's a song, and he's probably, it's like, he's just saying stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just a stupid rap song. And she's thinking, oh, it's all, like, the whole world revolves around her now, because Eminem said Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, because he's trying to, I don't know, it's just stupid. It's just, the whole thing's stupid. But my point is, Britney Spears, something, and exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. 27-2. Pretty much. 818 is... 818 is the most popular verse in the Book of Mormon. It's so popular that I went to ChatGPT and I said, I want to talk about Moroni 10:18 really quick. And he says, sure, let me bring it right up. Moroni 8:18 says, God is everlasting, everlasting. Or no, it says, Moroni 10:18 says, God is everlasting, everlasting. And then that was the whole thing. And I said, excuse me? He was like, what? I was like, that's Moroni 8:18. I typed in 10:18. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, you're right. The way ChatGPT works is he scans the entire internet and then he forks off his branches and he picks and he's thinking to himself, what is he really going for? So he reads Moroni, he sees the 18, 10:18. Oh, he probably mistyped. It was probably a typo. There's like a 30% chance it was a typo. So he probably wants Moroni 8:18, the content. So then he searches the internet and there's no Moroni 10:18 really out there, but there's all these Moroni 8:18s. So he goes, yeah, let's whip out the 8:18, and he starts whipping it out. And then he says, oh, but he wanted 10:18, so I'm just gonna I'm just going to mishmash and bash it. And then he thought he could get one over on me. I said, no, I have Moroni 8:18 memorized because that's the most popular verse. And that's why you brought it up. And he goes, okay, I'm sorry. Moroni 10:18, every good, perfect gift cometh of Christ. That's what I wanted. I said, okay. But that license plate reminded me of that. And I'll talk about that one in a second. 8:18. See, these license plates contain numbers. And I'm going to have a lot of my fans, don't say fans. Oh, there we go. Yes, there we go. That's exactly right. I'm glad you said fans, Eric. 27:2. This should be your favorite proverb. Okay. I'll do it for floors, quest, gnostics. A lot of floors, gnostics. I do have to go there too. Let's go there. We're on a quest. Agnostics. Quest for agnostics. What are the odds? Don't laugh at me, I'm regular. Thank you. It's actually you that's weird. God's a lot closer to me than you, darling. She thinks she's so cool because she's married to a guy that's rich enough to live in America with a nice Jeep. 4x4 something, Honda something. And she is. That's what's funny about it. She's absolutely right about that. She is cool for that. Good job, hon. Okay. See if this is open, alright? Quest for agnostics. Hey, are you an agnostic? Are you an agnostic? It means you don't know your religion. Or are you Christian?
I was raised Christian, yeah.
So you're like a lukewarm? What's your favorite? Are you 100% sure that Jesus rose from the dead bodily? Intellectually?
I'm not 100%.
Oh, you're not 100%. Then you're not a Christian. So don't.
I don't know for a fact.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm 100% sure. More than that, more than 100%. I'm more sure that Jesus rose from the dead than I am that we're in a building right now. Yeah. And are you 100% sure we're in a building right now? Is 100%?
My mind is telling me so correctly, yeah.
Yeah. So you trust your mind on that one. But I have more than a mind going on here. Mind, heart, body, spirit, you know. But I could always be in the middle of a video. I could be in a dream.
Yeah, true.
Even so, I'm probably in a building, even with all that. So that's why I used that example, right?
Yeah.
Are you a flat earther? Do you think the earth is flat? Maybe, perhaps?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. That's interesting. I do. I know we're not in a flat earth environment, the way that flat earthers define it. I would say I know that, but there's different there's different colors and levels.
I think there's a curvature of the earth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you believe.
Yeah.
But you have a heart. Would you bet your net worth on that to win $1?
I think my net worth is about $1.
Yeah, I gotta keep that in mind. Most Americans are in debt actually too.
I mean, I've been in a plane before, so you can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, that's enough evidence for you.
I mean, not conclusive.
When was the last time you prayed?
It's been a little while.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely consider you to be an agnostic. You're searching. I saw this sign. It says Quest, and then the DI was covered up with something, and then it said Quest for agnostics. And I said, "There's an agnostic in here that I need to preach to," and
No, I'm getting medical tests done.
I need to get a medical test too. That's why it's awesome. When do they close? Do you know?
I don't. This is
Okay.
my first time here, actually.
Cool.
I think the hours are on the front door right there.
Yeah, because when I come in here in the morning, it's packed. So this is really nice because I've been needing to get my blood drawn for about 2 years. So I'm glad the Lord brought me in here. Proverbs 27 verse 2, do not praise yourself. Let another praise you, a stranger and not of your own lips. It's a lot of wisdom there. Donald Trump has a lot to boast about. The problem is when he boasts in himself, he doesn't realize how cringe it is to pretty much everyone. And he's thinking, well, it's true. It's like, okay, well, some truths you need to exhibit. And it's the same thing with me. I'm #1 in the world for Tetris. I have the world record for Tetris DX. 45 consecutive Tetrises with no singles, doubles, or triples, or death. It took me over 100,000 lines to farm it because I was listening to podcasts anyway. So it was frustrating getting 25 in a row and then getting unlucky because you need to get a stick. You need to get a stick, and if you don't get a stick, you're dead. So I get 20 in a row. I'd be playing perfectly. And then sometimes you need certain pieces, and if you don't get it, you're dead too. And I didn't mess up to get to that situation necessarily. You can get unlucky in so many different ways. But finally, you need to get lucky to get the world record. Okay? But the world record was only like 35. So I blew past. I beat it multiple times. I have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. Yeah, thank you. So it's impressive. But I need someone like you to say it. Does that make sense? Because if it's just me, like, hey guys, I'm impressive. It's just like, it's like, I mean, it's one thing if nobody knows, because you wouldn't have known unless I told you. So sometimes you need to bring it out. But Trump at this point has so many people, you don't need to mention, hey, I have $5 billion or something. Or like, hey, I'm a good president. It's like, let somebody else do that. When you're a presidential candidate, it can make sense to like build hype. And like, you just want to be a douche. But like, once you're a president, just stop being a douche. And let somebody else douche you up. That'd be amazing. Because like, at this point, I don't need to douche myself up any further on the Tetris. I could bring up my bowling because I'm a semi-pro bowler. I have 20 perfect games, 12 strikes a row. I went pro, got my butt whooped by all the pros because they all have that same stat, except they're mentally prepared. I'm on the autism spectrum. And when I started losing my mind. I was like, I've never lost at this game. And they're just like, also the oil breaks down and you have to move over and it takes years to learn that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's geometry now. And I was like, because they put oil on the lane and then the balls that hook for you strip the oil. So you have to learn to find the angles. So they were way better than me at that. And we were all about even at hitting our target. It takes time to learn it. And it's very expensive. I lost money going pro versus a lot of other sports. Like minor league baseball, you get paid to lose. You get $12,000 a year. But in bowling, you're paying to lose. So you have to win to get a sponsorship to get there's only 59 elite pros that are full-time. Everywhere else is regional tour. And the regional tour is you will lose money if you lose.
I gotta keep going with that test.
What's your name? Kyle. I'll pray for you, Kyle. It's a great name.
Thanks, man.
It's one of my best friends' names. So I'll pray for you. And pray to God at some point this week. And pray as if he's there, because he is. Okay?
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Okay, so he was an agnostic. Quest to find the agnostic, and there's one of them in here. This is the thing I saw, and the DI was covered. So it was Quest Gnostic, and then I moved it, and it was Quest Gnostic, and then it was Quest Agnostic, and then I really believed the Lord was going to have an agnostic in there. That's why I said right away, I was like, hey, are you an agnostic? And he goes, no, I was raised Christian. Well, that's what an agnostic is. You're raised Christian, and you're not 100% sure that Jesus rose from the dead. So now you're agnostic. You're seeking for the knowledge. Okay. Time to get started. Myself. I'm walking. First screen now.
Are you signing, sir?
I'm just signing in, yeah.
What's your name?
Eric. SMYTH.
What's your birthday?
October.
Continue. Okay, come on back. Courtroom number 2.
Okay.
Can I have your ID and insurance?
I don't have that on me, no.
What do you have? No ID, no insurance?
No. I have them, I just don't have them on me. I've been here before, though. You happy?
Okay, who is the doctor? Aguilar?
Yeah.
Amber Aguilar?
Yeah.
What's your address?
1125 Essex Street.
I'll go in.
Alright, later, Kyle. I gotta pay for college so I don't lie. Help make a prayer to you and contact him. Help him.
What
Jesus'
insurance
name,
you
man.
have?
Insurance?
Uh-huh.
Medicare?
How about the Medicare? Do you have a Medicare too?
Yeah.
I need your card. Do you have a picture of your medical?
No.
Do you have a picture?
Nope, just got my wallet stolen.
Are you fasting?
No.
No. Everything's correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Smith is like this, S-M-Y-T-H?
Yeah.
Is not the I-T-H?
No.
Why? Why do you think
It was SMYTHE. It was
Uh-huh.
English, and then the family got in a big fight, and they broke off, and we took off the E, our side of the family.
Ah.
But we kept the pronunciation, so it's Eric Smythe with no E. It's very strange. And then there was randomly a kid in my school with the same name and the same pronunciation. It's pretty crazy. Hmm. Hmm.
Excuse me? Can you put your feet down?
Okay. How's your day?
Good.
Really?
Yes?
Are you a Christian?
No.
No, not yet. It's hard to be Christian when you're rich, you know. You live in California, you get paid the big bucks. You don't need God, you know. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nice. Come closer. Make a fist.
I'm gonna pretend like it hurts because it'll help me. I'm gonna be like, ah!
Okay. If you scream or anything, I'm not gonna give you a sticker, okay? Open your face.
life is in the blood. In my, have you heard of Jesus? Jesus? He's the most famous man of all time. He's the most hated man of all time. One of the most misunderstood. If not the most misunderstood. He's the most loved man of all time as well. Lots of different people on different sides of the fence there. He was known for the blood. His blood was pure, he never sinned. But people didn't like his message. He wanted people to turn away from their
Can you hold it?
Yeah. He wanted people to turn away from their wickedness. It's like the most offensive thing to people.
Okay, you're done. Thank you.
So you're gonna send that to my doctor,
Yes.
and they're gonna be very happy.
Yes.
Cause I was way overdue, huh?
Yes.
I was
Don't
like
worry about
I
it.
was a year overdue.
It's 4 or 5 months. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
This one, there's so much worse. This one, there's so much worse. It's when they're old like that.
And they still don't know God or anything, and they don't care about that stuff. Like this one who was agnostic, he's young, he's a guy, he's 20, looks like he's 26 or something. It's like, yeah, you're a freaking idiot. But like, that girl was like 60 or something. She's like 58, and she's like going through life like it's middle school or high school for 60 years and no God. Oh. Have you heard about Jesus? Yeah, kind of. No. If it was a guy, I'm probably ripping into him, especially on video. I'm probably ripping into him hard. Oh, the old guys. I have a video. It looks like I'm being a jerk. I straight up damned him to hell. I'm being all nice to this middle-aged guy, and then this old guy, he said I'm gonna go to hell. or he's gonna say you're going to hell. I said, I didn't say that to him. I said that to you. And he goes, what's your problem, man? I was like, my problem is you're going to hell. You're getting too old for this. He's like, he was giving me attitude about asking him about the Bible. And he's like 65. I mean, it's like, I don't know how old he was. 58 to 68. I don't know, something. But it's just old enough where it's like, this is probably going to be your last chance. So I need to light you on fire. Because if I don't, you're going to hell anyway. It doesn't even matter. But like, if the guy's 25, I might not light him on fire. I have a flamethrower. I'm one of the only Christians with a flamethrower in the last days. Because even the righteous think the Bible says judge not. And by the way, it does. 1 Corinthians 13:4, love does not judge. There's something loving about that. But what does Proverbs 27 verse 5 says? Secret love is good. And that's what I'm going to compare it to. Open rebuke is better. Loving, honest, corrective rebuke is a more uncomfortable, obviously, But pound for pound, it's just a better love. Now, if you don't have any knowledge, if you don't know what you're saying, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're a hypocrite, and if you're, I don't know, what was the other one? Superficial, if you're unsure, if you're wrong, and then you try to judge, it's going to be, at best, ineffective. At worst, worse than that. It'll be cringe and out of tune, wicked, unrighteous, unprofitable, and bad. Of course, secret love is going to crush that kind of judgment. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the leaders are so smart, and they've been at this for 50 years. This is what I'm hoping, at least. And this is what a lot of them are in this. But it's weird, because some of them, I think, genuinely think that we shouldn't judge. And then other ones, the majority, I would say, of our leaders, or possibly all of our leaders, it's just, don't judge unrighteously. And also, what's interesting, I just thought of this. The people in the audience, hopefully it's one of the three categories of people that should be attending the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The righteous, he who wants to be righteous, and he who wants to be righteous. Those are the only three that should even be there. But we do have some lukewarm, we have some semi-righteous, we have some hypocrites, and we have some unrepentant, which I don't know why the unrepentant would even go to church. Just pretend like you're sick and stay home or something. It's very strange. Or go to a different church, because there are different churches that can house that nonsense. But same with the I don't know, dude. I don't know. Okay, well, okay, sorry. Okay. Ah. I don't know. Anyways. I don't even know what direction to go. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to go that way. I guess I'll go to the homeless people over here. Homeless people are the easiest people to reach. In the same way that the rich are the hardest people to reach, the poor are the easiest. Now, there are exceptions. Ouch! Sorry. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. There's another thing we're going to do as president. There's going to be a lot of moments like this. People are going to think I'm acting. Okay? Yeah. And then I'm going to have, hopefully, maybe a gesture hat that I'll put on and be like, huh, what? Nothing. Hup. Like that. Hup. Puff. Ouch. Ow. Oh. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes if I red herring long enough too, I can actually say or do something different than what I was told to say. And then I could just be like, no. Run. I could even turn the video off. Okay. Lemonade. Romans 8:28. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Low power mode. Hey. How you doing? You speak English? Really? That's just unlucky. You believe in Jesus Christ? No? Yeah. There's only a couple ways to ruin my day, really. So, I don't know. The God that I worship loses so many battles, and yeah, he wins the war. He's rigged the war. But maybe there are some wars in heaven that aren't rigged. I mean, wow, that's deep. I don't want to talk about that. I can't. Have you ever got sick of winning? Most people watching this, no. I have. I played Guitar Hero, #1 in the world. Albeit it was a song you had to pay for, so there's going to be less competition, to be fair. Okay. I was #1 in the world. Actually, well, I was #1 in the world for a Blink-182 song that you had to buy. So the competition wasn't there, but it was a good song. So it was like, there was a lot of competition. And I kept playing it and hitting 100% until the score was high enough. It's a pattern recognition game. And you have to activate the star power within a 1/100th of a second to get 1 extra point. And I did it, and I was the only one who ever did it. But there was this other song. There was like 400 points probably left. And I wanted to keep playing the song, but I was already #1 in the world. And the song had only been out for like 3 weeks. And I chose all these different paths, but it's a very difficult solo and a very easy the rest of the song. And I just remember being on that throne. And I was like, now what? Like what, I'm gonna beat myself? I messaged the guy in second. Hey, so my name is Threats of Fury, and I was just wondering if you could beat my score at the girl at the video game store. Thank you. And sent the message to him. Go to the guy in third, personal message, audio message too. Hey, so I was just wondering if you could possibly beat my high score in the girl at the video game store. Cause it's like really lonely up here and stuff. And then I went to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this guy messaged, one of them, 8, messaged me like 7 hours later. I've been playing this stupid song all day, and I'm fucking pissed. And he was freaking, I can't beat it. It was so funny, because he's obviously very good at the game. There's like hundreds and hundreds of people on the leaderboard, and he's the 5th best. Or it's 3rd, I don't know. And he could possibly be #1 on other songs. So it's like, it is frustrating. He doesn't even know where to use the activation. Maybe every once in a while he's missing in the solo, and he probably doesn't like the song that much. So he has to keep listening to the same song over and over again. And he's just trying to mock the mocker, and he can't. And I love it. And I love that. That was weird. He either got an epiphany, or he saw me and he pretended to get an epiphany and walked away. I would have gave him the treatment. He looked like a 27-year-old guy. But put it like this. If I was God and I was on a 10,000 game win streak at whatever game, I would thirst for a loss, if that makes sense. Not so much for a loss, but for a challenge. If I didn't message all those people, I wouldn't have really known that I was number one. Maybe they just played the song, they hit 100% of the notes, then they left and went on with their life. I don't really know how good my score is. But if I mock them and all 9 of them replay the game over and over again and they still can't beat my score, now my score is really good. And that's what Christians don't understand about monolatry, polytheism, monarchical monotheism, and monotheism. Quasi-monotheism. Little gods. If God wants to grow, he needs better beings to exist. And if he was to defeat those beings, he would be better. Proverbs 27:17, iron sharpeneth iron, so is one man sharpeneth another. Same thing with the gods. Here's my translation. Iron sharpeneth iron, so is one god sharpeneth another. Okay. By the way, there's so many license plates right here. Getting hit with a license plate could change my theology in a moment like this. I just want to say that. Now, none of them have any good verses on it. Psalm 82:1, God standeth in the congregation of the mighty, he judgeth among the gods. Panentheism has always been the best. Theism is a rather new idea created by Christians. Monotheism never existed until it did. It's not in the Bible though. But God isn't stuck. Like, it's okay to limit God constantly, as long as it makes sense, something good is happening, you're getting something when you do it, stuff like that. God cannot lie. Well, it's something he can't do. But there's honesty on the other side, there's integrity, there's trustworthiness. Would you rather have a dad that can lie or a dad that cannot lie? Or would you rather have a dad that can lie, this is interesting, I never thought about this, 5 times for a lifetime, and then another dad, he can lie once for a lifetime. So he has that bullet, that lie bullet. Never thought about that before. Well, there's more to life than whether or not you commit that one sin of lying. There's more to life than integrity. For example, some dads have an outrageously high personality stat, and they're really rich and they raised you really well, and the lies are maybe really mixed or something. And he's also just brutally honest at times and stuff. Whereas you have this other dad, yeah, he has perfect integrity, he's super nice, but he has no personality. I'd rather be raised by the nice one, but I could see why someone else would want to go with the first guy. It makes sense. I think we chose our parents in the pre-existence. And as well as, I mean, there's probably just open slots. Like, oh, there's about to be a baby here, 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 this side of the world, that side of the world. He says, well, what's that? And then you probably spend a lot of time researching what it's going to be like. You might live a one-day life, a simulation. And if it's like, do you want to live 72 years of that? Do you want to live 76 years of that? And it's like, yeah, I do. Really? Yeah, oh, great. Sign the contract, and then you sign it. I think we're all here with our own free will. It was funny, I saw this video of this girl. She's like, I work minimum wage at this thing, and then they don't pay us enough, and then she goes, I didn't choose to be here, I didn't choose to exist. And everyone was laughing in the comments. I didn't choose to be here, that's funny. And I'm thinking, and I was the only one. I came in and I said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. My religion says, yes, you did. And so do all the NDEs, by the way. Because if you want to be a god 7,555 years from now, you have to play video games, you have to climb mountains, you have to get a degree. Like, for example, this is a really good example that just came to me. I would love to box Floyd Mayweather right now in my debut. He wouldn't fight me. Why is that? Because I'm not a boxer. He's not getting paid enough. He has better people to box, right? I'm also not like famous or a celebrity or there's no way I could get in there to do it. So if I wanted to box Floyd, well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. How old is he though? Oh, he's gonna die. Gosh, if he lives to 100, I think that would be a fair fight. Because now he'd be a pretty healthy 100-year-old. I wouldn't put it past him. If anyone can live to 100, I don't know if he wants to live to 100 though. But let's just say he's 100 and I'm the President of the United States. And he wants to do a money fight against the president. And I want to too, that's the thing. Like, Trump wouldn't want to fight him. But Floyd's too young, anyways. And Trump's too old. But when I get old, Floyd will be older than me, so I'll be younger. But he's gonna beat the crap out of me as a 100-year-old. Which is gonna be funny. But the point I'm making is he has incentive to fight me now. Why? Because I'm the president. Does that make sense? So the purpose of this life, and I've said this only a few times in my life, is to prepare for the next life. Really? Yes. And we're on an adventure, and we earn glories. And a lot of the Christians are going to be maximally satisfied when they return home to heaven and they give Jesus a hug. But Jesus, after a few feasts and a few hundred years, a few thousand years, he says, this isn't nearly enough. He goes, what do you mean? This is all there is. He says, no, I actually want you to be more like me. Or God the Father says, I want you to be more like my son. It's like, really? He's like, yeah, the first trip to Earth, you proved your worth and all this, but I just want you, I know it's going to hurt, but go into that car is going to be 400 degrees, and here's a button, and just press the button when you want to leave. It's like, what are you talking about? Or you don't have to. We can go fishing, and you'll become more Christ-like, but at a very, 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 very slow rate. If you go into that car, you'll become very, very Christ-like very quickly. Or we can go fishing and I can tell you stories, and you can become like Christ very, very, very slowly. Similar to everything we do here in life. Here I'm making a video. I'm in a good mood, so I'm kind of cashing in on whatever. I like this video. And I choose to make this video. And I'm doing so actually mostly with the Lord. The video is kind of a bonus. A little bit here. But we had 2 evangelism encounters. There's a reason why I couldn't get my blood drawn for the last 2 years. It's because God was waiting for the right time to put me in there. I've been needing to go to that Quest Diagnostics for 2 years. And she says, "Did you go get your labs done yet?" And I said, "Nope." I just kept saying, "Nope, nope." And it was so easy. I walked in once, packed. I was like, not waiting in line. Left. This time, I went in there to evangelize to an agnostic. There's one person in the building. It's an agnostic. What I consider to be an agnostic. Yeah, and he was, by the way. Are you 100% sure that Jesus rose from the dead bodily, intellectually? He's like, no. I was like, that's an agnostic. You don't have that knowledge. So, because that knowledge is what you need in order to take Jesus seriously and his words. Now, you can take Jesus seriously just because what he says alone is so worship worthy. Just his words, his message. I mean, there's people who fork Jesus off into all sorts of stuff, and they make some pretty savage religions that bear fruit that you might think is amazing. Might be better than some religions that I like it more. Your religion bears better fruits with weird theology, which is strange, but I've always been more into I've always been brain dominant, so I've always been into the brain. Oh, if you know God in your mind, it's like 100 times more important than knowing him in your heart. That's not true. And as I get I'm like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas at the end of the movie, where it's just like, oh, there's a heart too. Except I'm not even anywhere near the heart of the righteous, though. I'm just at the heart of like a regular person now. But I went from a black heart to an average heart, and the average heart's like, oh damn, this is amazing. It's like I actually love people and stuff, but I still don't love it as much as the scriptures. Love people as much as the scriptures. But to be fair to me, I do love the scriptures a lot, and my heart for the scriptures is a thing. But I've always had a mind for scriptures and an anti-mind for humans, because the Bible testifies against humans more than not. But LDS, yes, it testifies against the humans, but it testifies in favor of them a lot too, theologically and doctrinally. And talking about God's children. Hello. Do you remember me? I bought you. What did I buy you?
I remember I need a cigarette so bad.
You need a cigarette? How bad? How bad are we talking?
So bad.
Okay, I got you. I want to let you know though, how's your relationship with Jesus Christ?
That's an interesting question. Well, you never know.
Yeah, it is.
The minute I walk through the door.
You want some food?
Sure.
I can buy you some food. You want to hang out? What's your name? I remember you said. Do you remember Jenny?
Nancy?
Do you remember Jenny Travis? No. She was my babysitter.
How long has it been that I haven't seen you?
It's been 6 years.
No way.
Oh yeah. I used to work at Little Caesars. I gave you a ride to McDonald's, and I bought
van, right?
in a van. That's right.
Your eyes were.
My eyes. Luke 3:11. Let he who has 2 coats give to the one who has none. I got a toothache when my dad was. Well, I don't want to say that right now.
It's okay. It's
What do you love most in life?
in life, what do I love most?
Why are you wearing a mask? It's a bunch of nonsense. Take it off and never put it back on. Why? You don't need that. Who told you need that? It's not COVID-19 anymore. It's 2026. You look beautiful for a crazy person, by the way.
I'm not even a fucking crazy person.
I am. Who's more crazy between us? I have bipolar, schizophrenia, psychotic features,
Who's your
and
doctor?
Asperger's.
Who's your doctor?
And probably something else. And the LDS Holy Ghost. And angelic ecstasy. Plus knowledge. Pharisee syndrome.
Fuck my life.
Triple, double, quadruple imposter syndrome. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised another dude. Or so the Germans would have us believe. You like El Pollo Loco or Taco Bell more?
El Pollo Loco?
You like that? What do you like more, food or cigarettes? If you had to pick.
Food?
Good pick. I agree.
Taco Bell or you said a Pollo Loco?
Mm-hmm. And I'll buy you.
For a Pollo Loco probably.
And I'll buy you cigarettes as well. And not just because I'm on video. Trying to look like a nice person. It was so funny. I posted this video of me helping someone out, and then someone was like, "It says in the Bible, don't help people out on video." I was like, "No, it says don't help people out to be seen by people." Idiot. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, as if I wouldn't help this. In fact, I'm probably going to give him less money on video than off. What an idiot. Yeah, I'm one of those douchers on YouTube. That's like, hey guys, look at me. And then behind the scenes, they're just really mean.
Oh, they do that.
They do that.
That goes hella slow? No, you what?
All the YouTubers do that.
You go hella slow. Was that you?
They go to the extreme. So, like, that's so epic. That guy's nice off video. Big Doss TV is nice off video. But, like, the guys from, like, 10 years ago were horrible. You know. I don't want to name drop. Vitali is a doucher, but he has a good personality. He has a fun personality. But he would, like, you know, give everyone in the town a bunch of burgers and stuff, you know, and then he would, you know, behind the scenes, I don't know if he's doing that, but that's so epic. Yeah, he is. Big Doss TV. Yeah, he is. Just look at him, you know. When was the last time you prayed, darling?
Yesterday.
Why not today? What?
Do you pray all the time?
All the time.
What do you practice?
What do I practice?
What religion do you
Oh,
practice?
the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh.
Mormonism.
Well,
Book of Mormon.
that's been around for a long time. I don't
How
practice
long?
that one, but I understand. Or yeah, that's cool. With Sheriff Shelley.
You don't practice, but you understand?
Sort of.
Okay.
I have friends that are that, but I'm not judging.
You should. You should. Well, actually, no, you shouldn't. John 7:24 actually says, "Don't judge," and then it says, "Judge."
How many siblings do we have? Do you have?
I have 2 ex-stepsisters, 1 pure breed half-sister, and I have 1 half-brother or half-sister in heaven. So that's quite the bag there. And I have a full brother as well.
Do you used to wear jewelry?
No. No jewelry. I don't do that. Wedding ring. I might wear a wedding ring. I would prefer a tattoo, but I would like a wedding ring in gold with the intention of selling it and giving away all the money 15, 20 years from now, when gold is extremely high, if we can get a good deal on the melt value, if someone's hungry, and hopefully not use it on ourselves, but
Or maybe I should just keep on walking because people keep fucking talking way too much. And you come sitting on the ground.
no, I'm gonna buy you Taco Bell or Poloco or both, and then I'm gonna buy you cigarettes, and not just because I told you I was, and not just because I'm on video, but because that's what I would
You on
do.
video?
Yes, I'm on video. I was making a video.
When's your birthday without the year?
It's like 2:20 p.m. right now. What's my birthday? October 8th, 1991. Oh, I'm going to be President of the United States of America. Me. Of America. Chief citizen. Yeah, don't tell anyone. Don't get the word out.
It's what?
I'm going to give everyone a $77 a month UBI. Let's go down. What's your name again?
Nancy is what they put on my paper.
Nancy, you're the third most beautiful, crazy person I've ever met. There was this girl.
There was this girl.
She's probably the third most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life, and I wish I would have told her that. But she was in the crazy hospital, and I felt like I was stealing because there was like free food. I was like, "Is it stealing if I take too many?" She's like, "No." And she was at such a bad mood, a bad attitude, and I just wanted to tell her, but I didn't.
And
Hey, I just wanted to tell you are the third most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life.
And who were the first two other ones?
Um,
Sister or your mother or your auntie
no, well, I
or your cousin, right? Look
no.
at the hummingbird. It's empty. No water in the seeds.
If you really want to know, it goes page number 1, Brittany number 2, and we have my mom when she was young is number 4.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's open right here, right on.
Yeah, the girl in the hospital was more beautiful than my mom when she was young.
What color hair did she have?
She had brunette. It was so funny. I thought Paige was a blonde for 15 years or something. I was like, oh, she's brunette. I always had her as a blonde in my mind. That's funny.
Yeah, we're from the same town. I heard you know. I think so.
Yeah.
And I want to destroy.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh. You want to say hi to what was your name again? What was your name? Just make something up. Andrea. Andrea. Hello.
Hi.
It's a beautiful day today.
Oh, yes, it is. You're
Hey,
right.
are you Christian?
Yes. Right.
Oh, do you love your dog? What
do.
what kind of dog is it? Yorkshire Terrier. Cool. Who do you love more, God or your dog? If you had to pick, just the first thing that comes to your mind.
It's the same thing.
They're the same? God and your dog? That's about the same, right?
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make that shit up. Yeah. Well, what is dog? What's dog spelled backwards? God. No, it's a God. It's a God. They're all gods. They're about the same. What's the difference? See. Really? Right?
Did you really?
I got that on video. Now, if I was off video, I would cuss the bitch out, and not just the one that she's holding. I'd cuss both of the bitches out. I almost want to. I mean, this is gonna sound bad, but I almost want to kill the dog to show her. Oh, how did your God die? And we'll see if that dog raises from the dead or not. Because my God raises himself from the dead, or he gets raised from the Father. But he you know. It's called idolatry. We need to do that. You love your dog equal to God. There's no difference.
Yes, it is you.
It's me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's always been me. I just got a haircut.
Don't you play an instrument? Or you did?
Yeah. I've asked that question to 3 dog owners. The first one, I said, who do you love more, God or your dog? She was embarrassed. She said, I don't know. But in her heart, she knew it was her dog. Number 2, she says, can I love them the same? And I said, no. And then I said, you're going to hell, sister. 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 And she says, I love God more than my dog. I said, that's right. And then now we have that one, who's just straight up, no, the same. I love them all the same. Yeah, see,
So what are we doing?
God's-
Taco Bell, or what are we doing?
it's one thing, like, God, the last 3 weeks, God's thinking, this girl's Christian, she says she's Christian. I just don't know. Does she love me or the dog more? Me or the dog more? She hasn't prayed in 3 months. Is it me or the dog? Because I know she loves this and this and this. I'll send her Eric just so we can get the words out. Because it's going to be really easy. What are you doing? No, I'll buy you a fresh pack. Don't smoke that one. No, put that one down. We're good. I'll buy you a fresh pack, okay? The cigarette thing, it might be a few years before you get off that. I could give you a blessing and get rid of the cigarettes right away, but you have to want it. Do you want to be on cigarettes or no? Do you want the cigarettes? Do you like cigarettes?
Yes, I like cigarettes.
Okay, then we don't need to get off it for now. That's a deep doctrine. It's not your biggest sin, darling. Right? It's not our biggest sin, the cigarettes.
Well, so let's name the sins.
Okay. Oh, Taco Bell or Polo Loco is all the way back there. Pick one. Taco Bell,
Or what?
El Polo Loco.
I guess let's do Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, let's do it. Oh shoot. Let's go back. Let's since there's a police, let's take an actual walk. Oh, let's go there and then there.
He's not gonna turn around.
Yeah. Maybe God didn't want me jaywalking on video. Maybe that's what that was. But jaywalking, there's axioms to jaywalking. And I do want most Americans to blindly follow the law. It's a really good idea.
Or we just get Carl's Jr.
You want Carl's Jr.? Carl's Jr. Talk about.
Carl's Jr. like the. Like
You remind me of my date with Kelly Goldsberry.
Who's Kelly Goldsberry?
She wanted to go to
Oh,
Taco
that's-
Bell. I wanted to go to Little Caesars back when Little Caesars actually tasted good.
Mm.
But then the owner died and they had to change recipes.
I was craving breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yesterday was my thought that I was going to be able to go.
Okay.
And I want a freaking bacon so bad. South Carolina.
Okay.
You have whatever it's called.
Okay.
And they have those ice creams. Oh, I don't want to do this.
You want to what?
I don't want to do this, but we can sit there. It doesn't matter.
We're just gonna cross this legally and then.
It's a fucking language. I need reading glasses.
Do you want to take this crosswalk or do you want to walk back and jaywalk?
We can take the crosswalk.
Okay. Good choice.
Or we can just go behind this. Oh, very nice. Nice. Corvette. It's very cool.
Yeah, you gotta pray every day.
No, I don't.
You
Do
don't?
you hear them? Do you hear them? Do you hear them? I don't know. It's hard to pray.
How long do you pray when you do it?
I mean, do you do it? You said you do it.
Yeah, every day. Absolutely. Every hour. Every minute. There's oxygen, there's water, and there's food. What is prayer to you? It's oxygen to me, it's water to him, and it's food to you.
Sloth,
You-
greed,
Envy,
lust,
envy, pride,
I don't know.
pride, and gluttony.
Do you know all 7?
Yeah, those are all 7. I think the biggest sin in America, probably greed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's why me as president is going to be great, because
You're trying to run for president?
yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah. KNOT.
That's over already.
It's what?
It's over already. Where are we going?
It's
Why-
over
why-
already? 2056, darling.
Well, I'm pretty gray, and I heard the most marvelous things this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. And only I heard it.
Oh, really? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let me
I don't
go
judge
to
you.
hell. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let me go to hell. That's the world's most creepiest song that God let me hear at that time. I just said, what's the world's most creepiest song?
Did you ever
That was the
hear that?
creepiest song that I can handle.
What was the song?
Don't
Oh.
judge me, don't judge me, let me go to hell. Don't judge me, don't
You
judge
surf?
me, let me
Huh?
go to hell.
Did you surf? You know how to surf?
No,
You know how to skateboard?
not really.
Ice skate?
No,
Rollerblade?
no.
Oh, there's shoes now. It's so odd here.
Yeah.
Did you work in the grocery store before? Have you worked in the grocery store before?
Um,
What do you think about